What is going on, everyone? Just getting set up, getting my headphones on here so I don't annoy Dave with an echo. Is there an echo going on, Dave?
Not ready.
All right, well, let me get these headphones plugged in anyways. That way we'll be good to go. So,
sure, time for a commercial break.
What's that?
It's a time for a commercial break.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Welcome, everybody, to the Thursday night team hangout. And I've got to pause. Hold up. Just a second. I had the other video playing over me, the actual hangout page. So I was hearing two of me at the same exact time. So welcome, everybody, to the hangout. I'm very excited to kick off tonight's training. I'm going to be talking about, I've got a PowerPoint slide laid out, just a quick couple slides where I'm going to go over some specific detail. And I've also got one of my students on tonight, which actually he just broke over the $5,000 in monthly residual income. And he's going to talk about how he's doing that tonight. So like I said, I want to welcome everybody who's here. If you are on the hangout, just make sure that you log in on the comments and have your questions ready for myself and the guy that I have on the hangout tonight, okay? Because you're going to be able to answer your questions live and interact with us. So definitely log in, comment below as we're doing the hangout, and we'll get all your questions answered. So let's go ahead and get started with the slides that I have here for you. Let me go ahead and get this switched over here so I can do a screen share. All right. See, this is what's cool about doing this live, is because you guys can see how human we are. We're not like robots and have everything perfectly laid out. See, like my internet, my internet's acting so slow right now. We might not even be able to do it. I'm trying to click. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't working right now. Hold on a second. I might not be able to do the screen share. I want this. Do you know why this screen share won't work? Yeah, I'm not sure why this isn't working. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's give me a cut. Oh, there it is. Why? What the heck? Why would it do that? It's like playing a trick on me. Hold on. All right.
The gremlin's in the machine.
Just a second.
Yeah, I mean, last week I was in the middle of a presentation and I made a bit of a mistake. And, that was kind of a little bit of panic stations going on there. But, we all human. We make mistakes. We're no different than anybody else.
Yeah.
So
it's just
you mustn't think that.
It's annoying. So I've got so many things up. I got like a million things up right now. So guys, I had it. I don't know why my screen share it should. Oh, there it is. Finally starts to work. All right. Oh, we are good to go. All right. So you can see my desktop. That's good. All right. So let's go ahead and get this rolling. Let me know if you can see me, see my screen, Dave, if it's all good to go.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, so let's go ahead and get this kicked off and welcome, like I said, everybody on the hangout. And I'm just going to get this rolling tonight. So this is the online marketing workshop, and also how my student is making up to $5,000 per month in residual income. I'm going to let him talk on that because that is his doing. I'm not taking any credit for that. Really quickly, my name is Ryan Maynard. Ryan James Maynard. I go by either one, doesn't matter. The ex-maintenance boy. Last week, if you were on the hangout, you would have known my full story, but that's cool. Not a big deal. I used to work as a maintenance guy, working as a grounds maintenance guy, making like $1,300 a month. I wanted to make money online so bad, and I finally, I guess, cracked the code. And now I've created different products online. Well, mostly YouTube, as far as YouTube, like I've created a YouTube product. I specialize in YouTube marketing. I blog. I'm a podcaster and an online business coach. So my podcast is the Tailored Entrepreneur Podcast, and I've interviewed some pretty cool people on there. So that's what I do. That's a little bit of background about myself. So let's go ahead and get into it. So a lot of you guys might be asking yourself, hey Dave, can you mute your end real quick? Is that cool? All right, cool. I was hearing Dave breathing uh, over that. It's all good though. So all right, so most of you are probably asking yourself that are on this hangout, at least a good majority of you, not all of you. Some of you know how to make money, but a lot of you are wondering, how in the heck do I make money online, or how the heck do you make money online? Well, I hear about people making money online. I want to make money online. How does all of this work? Okay, so what I'm going to talk about tonight is real world marketing strategies. Real world marketing strategies, not spammy stuff that you can't apply. I want to talk about stuff tonight that you can apply literally anywhere in the world with any major marketing company. Okay, so if you learn the strategies that I'm going to talk about tonight, then you can apply this and get hired at a marketing firm if you can get this down. Okay, these are real world marketing strategies I'm going to teach about. Okay, I want to talk about how to get eyeballs onto your website. All right, I want to talk about the sales funnel and sales process on the internet and how we're doing it now. All right, I want to talk about don't be an online marketing idiot, and I have that in quotes because this is a quote from Eric Worre. He's the network marketing pro, I believe that's like his name, but he talked about the online marketing idiots basically. Okay, I want to talk. Another thing that I want to touch on is the hard, easy versus the easy, hard path for success online. Okay. And I want to talk about a message from one of my students making 5K plus per month in residual income. So those of you that are hanging out on that are with us live tonight, I do have a bonus, an action takers bonus, and I'll talk about that. I'm not going to touch on that right now, but I will talk more about that here in just a second. Okay, so this webinar is definitely not for you if you want a quick way to make money online. You're looking for the lottery ticket of online marketing. This is definitely not for you. So definitely you're welcome to stay, but close out of this right now if you're looking for the lottery ticket money making strategy. All right. You basically, if you're not wanting to put in work, okay, I'm not, now in my personal opinion, this is the easiest way. This is the strategies that I'm going to talk about. In my opinion, this is the most simple way. And the system that I'm going to be referring to tonight is by far the easiest platform that you're going to have access to make money on the internet. But it does require work. Okay, so if you have absolutely zero money to invest into your business, yes, this is a business and this is not for you. Okay, this isn't super, I'm not selling something here that's super easy, 100% free, make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. You don't have to do any work and it costs $0. You know what I mean? Like that's not what this is. Okay, this is a real business. I'm talking about where you can make thousands of dollars per month, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. If that, I know people personally that are doing that in this specific business online. Okay. And if you don't like being pitched an offer at the end after being given real actionable value for the last hour, then you can go close out of the webinar right now, because what I'm going to do over this next hour is I'm actually going to give you real actionable training that you can use. All right, and then I am going to make an offer for a system that I'm currently using, that we're currently using right now. That I've made up to 5 figures in a month. I have a student that's making over $5,000 a month. So I'm going to give you some real world actionable marketing training tonight. In between that, though, that you're going to be able, to apply within your business. So the next thing I want to talk about is, what is an online marketing idiot? This is the first thing that I want to touch on. Okay. Basically ignorant spammers, Facebook group spamming, YouTube comment spamming, just spamming in general. Okay. I see these people on here that are just like brain dead spamming, just want to make money online easy and fast, and join this and click this link right now. And all your money will shoot out of the computer and hit you in the face. Like, that's what these people are like selling on the internet, and it's really actually pisses me off, and I want to rid the world of that. So that's what Eric Worre pretty much calls an online marketing idiot. And I want to talk to you guys about real world marketing strategies. Okay, so if that's you, if you're doing that spamming, I'm not saying that, don't feel terrible, I guess, because I mean, if you don't know any different, I guess, but after this webinar, then you're going to be held accountable knowing what is real. Okay. So if you're new online, if you thought that's the way that you make money online, then after tonight, you'll know. So I want to really quickly talk about the hard easy versus the easy hard. All right. And this is anything in life. Okay. This is anything in life. Okay. The hard easy is real marketing, not spamming. Okay. Doing things right the first time. Okay. It's kind of like, how do I say this? If you're wanting to, buy a car, for instance, okay, if you're wanting to buy a car, you can buy a car that's going to get you from point A, from point A to point B for $500, and that might last you a month, 2 months, 3 months. But you could invest $2,000 or $5,000 and get a car that will last you for, maybe 5 years or 10 years or however long, maybe a lifetime. Okay, so it's really, it's not as hard to invest $500 into something, but it's gonna break very soon. Okay, so it's easier to do that versus trying to get creative and come up with the money that you don't have. For instance, come up with more money to invest into something that is more valuable, that's gonna last longer. So that's the hard. But in the long term, in the long run, it's going to be beneficial for you because you're not gonna have all the issues with the car. I mean, that's just an example, okay? There's many different examples, but basically the hard easy is doing real marketing, not spamming, doing real marketing that YouTube likes you, that YouTube is gonna love you for, real marketing that Google is going to love you for, real marketing that Facebook is going to love you for, okay? It's gonna be a little bit harder to pick up on real marketing strategies because if you've never done this before, you're going, it's going to be okay. I'm not sure how to do this and this and this, but versus taking the easy hard path. The easy hard path is, yes, it's very easy to spam. Okay, it's easy to copy and paste a message and shoot it out to 1 million Facebook groups. That's easy. Okay, you can do that over time. It's very easy to comment spam YouTube. Okay, it's very easy to create one YouTube video and upload it 1 million times on YouTube and get a bunch of views, but that's going to set you up for failure in the long run. So that's going to be hard fixing up all that mess that you've created through spamming. Okay, so you can get results fast through spamming. You can get results, I guess, quickly. You're probably going to get really crappy leads, but you can get results, leads and sales fairly quickly doing spamming. That's easy at first, but you're gonna have to fix all that in the long run if you want to have a long sustainable business. Okay, so you want to do the hard easy versus the easy hard. Real marketing is going to be a little bit harder at first. It's going to have a little bit more of a learning curve, but once you learn it, it's going to get very easy for you. You're going to make more money. All the social media platforms are going to love you and raise you up over time. Okay, so that's just a really quick tidbit. So real marketing is what we call content marketing. This is what major companies and corporations are doing. Okay, this is what real companies do nowadays. Is they have their own blog. Okay, blogging is an integral part for you to have a real business and do real marketing, essentially. Okay, now for some people this might be a little bit harder. This is the hard easy path. Okay, because how do you set up a blog and how do you blog and how do you do this stuff? Okay, once you learn it and get this down, okay, once your blog starts to have ranking power and people start to love you, you're gonna have hundreds of thousands and thousands of people come into your blog, and your marketing is going to be very easy. But you just have to learn how to do this stuff, and I'm going to talk about how to do this stuff tonight. Okay, so you want to have a blog. Now I'm going to be talking more about how to get a done for you blog here at the end of this webinar. Okay, so if you don't know how to set up a blog, I'm going to talk about how to get essentially a blog that is, you know, has ranking power, a blog that's set up for you that you don't have to do all this crazy stuff to get it set up. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. But blogging and having your own blog, doing content marketing and providing value into the world is how you're going to make money. And how do you make money doing this? How does this all come together in making money with a blog? Like, how the freaking heck do you make money off of a blog, right? Well, this is how you make money off of a blog. Now, don't get this all super confused, okay? Actually, what I'm going to do really quickly is take this out. When visitors click on your blog posts. All right. So let's make this a little bit more simple for you. All right. So essentially, this is what real marketing looks like. Okay. This is what real, honest, true, valuable marketing that Facebook's going to love you for, that Google's going to love you for, that YouTube is going to love you for, that the internet loves to see. Okay. And what this is called content marketing. Okay. Meaning you have a blog page. Okay. So where it says there in the middle of the slide, it says content page. Basically a content page is just a simple blog post. Okay. It's just a simple blog post that has value on it. It could be value about anything. Okay. That's why we call it passion blogging, is because literally you can blog about anything that you want to. If you're passionate about horses, or if you're passionate about fitness, or if you're passionate about helping other people, or you know, it doesn't matter what it is that you're passionate about, but you can blog about that and then send traffic from Facebook and Twitter and YouTube to your blog, and eyeballs from Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and social media, or eyeballs from your email list. Okay, say for instance, so you're sending traffic, okay, over there on the left, you see traffic. You're sending that traffic to a blog post, which is a content page. It's a blog post / content page. And it's real value. You're providing honest, true, and real value to eyeballs, to people, to humans. You're not like the traffic coming from YouTube and Twitter, like that traffic is called human beings, okay? And they're real people. And when you're sending that traffic to a blog post or a content page to read what you have to offer, those are real humans that are reading your stuff. Like, they're not numbers, okay? They're not just numbers. Those are real people that are interested in what they're on your blog for, okay? So if your stuff is interesting, you know, then people are going to read it. And the way that you make money from your blog is you have what's called a sidebar and pop-ups on your blog. So as somebody's reading the content on your blog, let's say for instance you're into personal development, okay? Let's say you make a blog post about a Tony Robbins video that you just watched. You know, Tony Robbins is one of my favorite, you know, on success training coaches, and in this video he talks about blah blah blah. So you write just a small blog post about Tony Robbins, and maybe you take that YouTube video from YouTube and embed that onto your blog, okay, which isn't hard. And you just create a little blog post, and then you share that on Facebook, you share that on social media, or you buy traffic and send it to your blog. However way, you just get eyeballs, human beings, onto that page that you created, okay? And people are reading your value. And then naturally they're going to click and opt into your sidebar here. Okay. So I don't know if you see that. It's kind of small, and I can show you a real example here, but there's going to be pop-ups on your blog. Okay. And when you get your own done for you blog, which I'm going to talk about here shortly, there'll be when people are reading your content, there'll be a pop-up, or the sidebar on your blog will say, you know, are you looking for an extra income stream to make money online? And people naturally are going to click on it, okay? So you're not spamming on Facebook, click on my link and join my opportunity and make money online. You're not doing that. You're providing real value to humans on what you're passionate about. And naturally, as people read your content, as people read the value that you're providing, they'll naturally see your opportunity on your blog and, oh, well, this blog's pretty cool, but there's an opportunity here. Let me check this out, okay? And through my personal experience, I have seen this working personally for me because I've been blogging now. Dave, one of my students that's, like I said, that's making over $5,000 per month in residual income is a big blogger now, okay? And this is how we're making our money on the internet, is we are providing real value into the world. So really quickly, I'm gonna go over the sales funnel again, just really fast. So you have this content page, and then when visitors click your blog post, or links on your blog post, because you can have links within the text of your blog post, they will go to an email capture page. So down here to the bottom left corner of the page, you say, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 5K plus monthly and job free at 22 years old. This is one of my, I need to change that capture page. Actually, it's a little bit outdated, but that's my personal capture page. So when someone, you know, when someone clicks on a link on my blog post, a capture page, something similar to that, or you know, offering something similar to that capture page, they're going to enter their email and they're going to opt into that capture page, and then they're going to go to what's called a tripwire or a sales page offering them something for something very low, $7, okay? And what that does is the person buys for $7 and we give them something just with immense value for $7, okay? We're going to give something away that is just crazy valuable for $7. And then after that, they're in a sales process to then they can be, you know, you then go into what's called a sales process where they can, you know, then buy something that's $97, $497 up to, you know, $3,000. And we're actually selling real value that people can use for marketing in their life. And whatever you can sell with the stuff that we're going to teach you, you can sell literally anything and everything on the internet. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this really quickly. And I'm going to come over here and see if there's like any questions or if anybody, all right. So I'm not sure if this is making sense to anybody watching right now. If this is making sense, can you please comment below? Comment below if this is making sense, or if this is if it's not clear, and we'll get that sorted. Okay, so let's see. All right, eventually, if left to their own, eventually. Okay, things have changed unless you're all in and black your limit. Okay, yeah, IPAS is going through some changes right now. So you know, IPAS has really went through some changes now with the new system. But basically, what I want to talk about tonight is a way for you to be able to essentially do these marketing strategies, okay? And what I want to talk about right now is, but before I get into you know, the specific system that Dave and I are using to make money online, I want to talk about, you know, how you can get eyeballs to your website to make money. Okay, I'm going to touch on this really quickly, Dave. Is basically, let's go over to Facebook really fast. Okay, let's go over to Facebook really quickly, and then I want to show you an example of my blog. Okay, I want to show you basically real live example of how this works. Okay, so basically the way that I do my Facebook marketing, okay, the way that I do this and the way that I'm providing value in the world to make money on the internet, and this is what you should be doing in your business as well. All right, can you still see my screen, Dave, or no? No,
I just see your mug.
Oh, okay. Well, let me share my screen real quick. Desktop, start screen share. All right, so now can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is how this works. Okay, so this is what's called a Facebook fan page. Okay, because I have my original Facebook. Now this is just a normal Facebook. Most people have a normal Facebook. Okay, most people have a normal Facebook, and you can market on your normal Facebook. The only thing that you can't do on your normal Facebook is you can't do boost posts and you can't do paid advertising. Okay, you can't do paid advertising on a normal Facebook. So you want to create a Facebook fan page. That way you can do what's called boost posts along with paid advertising. So if you see right here, I'm boosting this post. I paid about $10 and I've reached over 5,000 people so far. Okay. So I've boosted this page. I paid, you know, $5 or $10 and I'm reaching over 5,000 people with one post. And what does this do? Okay. Well, this post right here. Okay. If I click on that, that is going to go to my blog. Okay. This goes to my blog and this is just a blog post. Okay. This is just an example of a blog post, which is my podcast. Okay. This is just my podcast I had with a very famous he's pretty famous, a very well-known entrepreneur. And okay, so I'm providing real value here. Okay, where it's right here. This is right in the center of the blog post. That's where all the meat of the blog post, all the value is. Okay, this is real value. This guy makes millions of dollars on the internet, and he's sharing his wisdom here in this podcast. But look what happens. When I scroll down, it's already popped up for me, but I have a pop up on my blog, and then also I have this opt-in, this sidebar. It says, "Get my #1 recommendation for traffic, leads, and sales." Okay, get my #1 recommendation for traffic, leads, and sales, and then someone is going to put their first name and then their email, and when they hit subscribe, okay, that goes to the system that I'm selling, okay, which is the IPAS2 marketing system, and the system that Dave right now is using to make over $5,000 per month. So I'm providing real value. I'm marketing on Facebook, okay. I'm marketing on Facebook, and I'm creating real blog posts. See, I'm doing videos. Here's another blog post. If I click that link, that's going to go to my blog, which is going to sell the IPAS marketing system. I'm selling something through the advertising on my blog, okay? And that's what you need to be doing. Now, I'm also using Instagram. I'm using Instagram for marketing. I'm using YouTube as well. I'm using YouTube for marketing. And what I'm doing, all those platforms are just, I'm providing value on those platforms, and then I do a call to action to go to my blog. I'm driving traffic from social media to my blog. That's all I'm doing. That's all. So to a blog post. So if I create a blog post, I just say, "Hey guys, I just created a new blog post. Check this awesome stuff out." And I just mention that on my social media channels. So now with that said, really fast, let me pull up the, let me go back here just a second. All right. So with that said, I have basically the system that I'm using right now to make this is literally it costs about as much as a Starbucks coffee. Okay, so the system that we have, it's called the IPAS2 marketing system, and you're going to be able to get all of this specific training completely laid out for you. Okay, and I have an additional bonus set up for you that I'm giving away 100% free for action takers that decide to get started with the program that we're using right now. Okay, the system that we're using is going to teach you A to Z all of this stuff. Specifically, you know, how to get your blog set up. This is another program that we're involved in within the IPAS system. Dave, my business partner that I have right now, he has blog training, and we're going to be able to walk you through how to get this set up in your current business so you can make money with the IPAS system, the system that we're using right now. Okay, so the IPAS2 marketing system is online marketing training, and it's going to teach you, like I said, all the online marketing strategies, and you're going to have resell rights to it. Okay, so when you get started with the system, you have the ability to learn and earn. Okay, you have the ability to learn and earn. So when you get started with the system, we're going to teach you real world marketing strategies, and you have the ability to make money at the same exact time by reselling the products that we're training you with. Okay, so what you can do right now, there's a button that says the freedom button. It's on this page, and you want to go ahead and click on that button, and you can go ahead and get started literally for $7. And if you go ahead and get started right now, I have a training completely laid out for you. I have a new YouTube training that I have included in this free bonus. So if you click the link below, it says click here to get your free bonus. And when you get started, on our IPAS marketing team, I'm going to give you the password to that training, to that free training. Okay. I added an additional free training. I actually took this video from my YouTube marketing course that I sell for upwards to $197. I took one of the most valuable videos that I have in my YouTube marketing course. I put in this free training for you, and you get this as a complete free bonus when you get started on our team tonight, and I'll give you a 30-minute coaching call. Okay, so with that said, I want to bring out Dave. Okay, so you can go ahead and click on that and get started right now. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and bring out my business partner, Dave, and he is going to talk about how he's making upwards of $5,000 per month online. Okay, so he's starting to make more residual. Excuse me, I'm talking so fast right now. Dave literally is making more money than I am in residual income right now. So I mean, I brought Dave in, but Dave is making more money than me residually. Now I make more than him overall through different sales and stuff on the internet. But as far as residual income, recurring monthly income, Dave is making more than I am. And I want Dave to talk about this because Dave is killing it online right now and helping hundreds of other people make income online. And I want him to talk right now. So
sure,
Dave, I'm going to give it over to you.
Yeah. You know, before I get into it, I just wanted to touch on what you were saying about the whole spamming idea. And the one thing that I have never done in the entire time I've been online, especially when I kind of met you, Ryan, was I've never actually gone the spamming route. I have thought about it a couple of times, but the only problem, every time I've done the spamming route, I've never got any results. And I can remember years ago, I used to work for a company selling watches. And basically what you would do is you would go out with this piece of paper with a whole pamphlet of watches, and you would walk the streets of the city in Durban, and you would go out with somebody, and you would just walk the entire day with the partner, and you'd be walking, and all you would do is you would just go up to people and say, "You want to buy a watch? Do you want to buy a watch? Do you want to buy a watch?" And statistically, the way it worked out is if you asked every single person that entire day, you would get 3 people that would say, "Okay, all right." So you asked like 100 people the whole day, you get 3 people that would say, "Okay." And then out of those 3 people, one of them would be genuine. Okay. And the truth of the matter is that the reason it didn't work so well was purely because we were kind of physically spamming everybody. You know, you kind of this person that just walks the streets presenting your idea and just hoping that somebody will buy. And the irony of that situation is that people love to buy stuff. They just don't like to be told to buy stuff. You know, and so I would say that the only way that I've really gotten to where I am right now is because of the value that I provide for people. You know, in the way that I present my reviews, for instance, I provide real value, and I'm actually, as you said before, you said you can take this business and apply it. So let's say I was working for that same company selling watches. You know, what I could do is instead of walking, you know, the streets of the city, I could go online. I could make a blog post about the best watches, or you know, the best watch that doesn't lose time, you know, and I could actually look for the keyword, and I could go ahead and look for that, make a blog post about it, you know, do some touch-ups on the blog, which is all in the training that you get, and you would reach people automatically. Because the thing is, when people are online and they're looking for stuff, they actually put in the right situation, they will buy online. And sorry, I've gone off. Yeah, there we go. So they would actually buy online, and truthfully, that's how I've built my business. All that I've done is I've provided value for customers that are looking for things. So people are looking for products online, and I go ahead and I do a review or an overview of that product. I provide real value, and I go ahead and give them the option to either go this way or go that way. But I do it in a way that gives them the power to say, I want to buy. So you just present to them with an opportunity. And the truth is that if you go ahead and just spam people, you will never grow your business. Okay, that is the truth. If you just think about it, think about the situation right now. If you go on Facebook and you scrolling like we all do, we scroll down through profiles and we look for interesting stuff. How many of us look at a post that says, join my team and I'll show you how to make $10,000 online? We just don't do it. And the reason we don't do it is we don't like to be told to buy stuff. But take a look at your situation and what you're doing, Ryan. You've got a blog post about actual people who are successful. So you've said, I had an interesting interview with Tony Robbins' son, for instance, okay? So people are like, oh man, this guy, she spoke to his son. I didn't even know he had a son. So you go ahead, they click on the link, and they go to your blog. And they start listening to the podcast. And while they're listening to the podcast, we can't help it, but we just keep looking around and we see all these things and it's presented in front of us. And then on a subconscious level, we go, gee, that actually looks quite interesting. Instead of a guy saying, hey, go ahead and buy this stuff. Because then you're giving people the power to actually make the decision for themselves. And there is a strategy in teaching people how to do that. And that is why when I got started with a system, the reason why I started to get so much traffic and the way I got results is I actually started to learn from all the products in the Empower Network product line about how to actually converse with people in a way that gives them the power to actually buy stuff. So I've had many examples when I've had a conversation with somebody on Facebook, for instance, and I'll say to them, hey, how you doing? How's the business? You know, and they say, oh, it's not going to great, but I'm doing all right. And then I'll just talk to them. I'll say, so what type of things are you doing? And they give me some information, and then perhaps we'll get in contact and we'll talk. And in fact, Stephen, a guy I met in South Africa, I was busy doing product reviews on binary options, and he made a comment on my video. And we got in touch and we started to speak, and I said to him, hey, I was involved in this industry. Tell me what you're doing, and perhaps maybe I can correct some stuff I'm speaking about. And so we got to chatting and eventually got on Skype. And so he said, this is what I do for a living. I actually trade binary options. I said, that's cool. And I never once pitched my idea to him. I never once said, go ahead and join my team. So we chatted for about, I don't know, it was like 20 minutes. And then, we said goodbye, and that was it. 2 days later, he contacted me, and he had actually joined my team. And I hadn't said a word to him about joining my team at all, because, the whole thing was I just presented myself as who I am, what I do, and I gave him the power to make the decision to choose. If I just contacted him and said, hey, join my team, that's just your back's going to go up and you're going to say, no, thanks, I don't want to do that, because you instantly resist when somebody starts pushing. That's how we are. So whenever I communicate with somebody, I make it a point never to pitch an idea unless somebody actually asks me for a link. And there are many ways you can do that. And one of the great things about learning, especially in stuff like the top producer formula, has a whole series on how to speak to people about that. And the team building formula talks about the psychology of how to speak to people. And so when I started actually implementing the strategies of these products that are in the Empower Network line, that's when I started to see a huge growth. And in fact, my my income has doubled in the last week, purely because I've taken advantage of all the tools, purely because I've taken advantage of the actual training that they have in the system. And you know, if you're watching this right now and you think, oh Dave, you know, I just want to make some money, but I don't want to spend any, then you're on the wrong page. If you want to start an offline business, if you just wanted to sell stuff at a place in a mall, you would have to rent the place. You would have to get a phone line. You'd have to get internet. You'd have to get signs made. You would have to invest money in it. And actually, if you start an offline business, you're only going to be able to see profits 2-3 years later. Okay, statistically, businesses only see profits 2-3 years later, and 98% of businesses fail today because there is so much competition or people not persistent enough. But the cool thing about being online is you've hardly got any overheads. And if you just have a business when you're just investing in your education and your training, you're going to see far bigger results incredibly quicker than ever. I've seen people come into my team have made money in the first 2 weeks. I've even seen people make money in the first week and have got from zero all the way up to like $500, purely because of the training that we provide, myself and Ryan included. You know, I have a strategy that works incredibly well if you just apply the steps and are consistent with it. So I would say basically that if you wanted to see success, start investing in your business, start investing in your education, and most importantly, be consistent and stop watching TV or stop doing stuff that's going to take precious time away from you. A lot of you guys watching, I want you to count out how many hours during the week you actually watch TV, all right? Before I got started in this business, I was such a series addict.
Dude, I was getting annoyed because you're like, hey man, did you see this series on so-and-so? And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, no, Dave, yeah. I haven't seen it. But then I was like, yo, did you see the Walking?
Yeah, I know.
Because I do like The Walking Dead, honestly.
But it's so funny, you know, if you went through it logically and said to yourself, okay, how much time do I spend watching TV? And you count the hours up during the day, you will be shocked, okay? Because some of us have habits of watching until 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then like we get a few hours sleep and we get up and, oh man, it's just so busy. And we fool ourselves into thinking that we're actually don't have any time, when in fact you do. If it's not TV, maybe you like, you know, going out with your friends every Saturday or every night of the week. We call it jolling here in South Africa. Go out jolling. But yeah, so but if you're going out, take time away from that. You know, any business that you start, you've got to make some sacrifice. Don't think that you're going to see success without having some sort of sacrifice. You know, anything in this life with having is not going to come easy. If you're a parent and you want to make a good influence in your child's life, you've got to make sacrifices of your own. You know, I see that with all my friends. You know, they put so much time and effort into raising their kids, and they spend so much time working so they can provide a future for their kids. And it's purely because they have a huge why. They have a huge why they want to do it. And you got to ask yourself, why do you want to be successful? You know, ask yourself that question and really start to write it down. You know, maybe you need to take some time, go to the beach or wherever, and write down a list of things that you want in your life. Just like Tony Robbins did. The first thing that he ever did that changed his life was he went to Miami Beach, and he ran, you know, he went on the beach and he wrote down everything he wanted to change in his life. Because the crazy thing is, when you start writing down your goals, you start to see changes that happen all around you. And you've got to make that your fixation in life. You've got to make it the hubcap of your life that you want to make a change. And we have so many senses around us that we pick up with, millions of things around us, that if we start to write down our goals and start to implement those strategies into our life, we're going to start to see changes. Because your thinking if you have a goal in mind and you want to get there, you will make it. All right. You're going to see every opportunity you can. All right. And as Ryan says, don't choose the easy way. All right. I heard a wonderful expression the other day that said, you know, if you want a hard life, do it the easy way. If you want an easy life, do it the hard way. All right. If you want to put in effort now, put in effort now. I have a goal. I have a plan of 4 years from now. I'm going to retire and do exactly what I want to do for a living. So I'm working my tail off now so that after 4 years, I can actually start myself a youth center. I can actually start myself an education center when I can provide this for kids who really want to have a future and a lot of time on their hands. So I suppose that's what I have to say, Ron. I don't know if you want to say something else.
Yeah, man. No, dude, that's perfect. Actually, what I want to do right now is walk everybody that's still on this hangout watching this. Yeah, the next thing that I want to do is show you the basically what the system that we're using right now to make money, and I want to talk about what you need to do. This is your action plan right now. If you're gonna grab a pen and a piece of paper, this is what you need to do right now. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, or do whatever you can and get this down, because this is going to be very valuable for you. Okay, this is the biggest thing. I get on the phone with a lot of people. Okay, well, I get on the phone with a lot of people that show me that they want this to work for them. Okay, but over the time that I've been online, I've been on the phone and I've communicated, I've emailed and talked to a lot of new people trying to start out a business online. And the number one thing that I see that is holding a lot of people back is that there's way too many things that they're trying to do and way too many things that they think they need to do when they really need to just get really good at one or two things and commit to that. Okay. And the thing that you need to do, the very thing that you need to do, is choose one marketing strategy. Okay, so if you were to write something down right now, say choose one marketing strategy. And this could be if you've been online for a while now and you're not seeing that good of results. Okay, this could be if you've been online for a year, maybe 2 years, and you're getting kind of, you know, you're only making maybe like $1,000 a month, not even that, maybe like 500 to $1,000 a month, and you're kind of stuck at that point. Is you need to choose one marketing strategy, whether that be YouTube, and this is the stuff that I talk to people when I coach them over the phone, okay, is you need to choose, you know, either get good at YouTube, you need to choose, okay, I'm going to decide to get good at Facebook, okay, I'm going to just decide to do Instagram, or I'm going to do, you know, whatever that is. Maybe it's just blogging, okay? You need to choose one marketing strategy to get eyeballs somewhere and just master that, okay? Like own it like you are, that's the last thing that you have to do, okay? Because the thing that I'm doing, the thing that I'm mastering is YouTube, okay? And now that I've got good at YouTube, I'm starting to do podcasting and other things. But until you master one marketing strategy, don't get distracted and don't do anything else, okay? So you really need to focus on one thing. And so that's what you want to write down is decide what you are going to be the guru at, okay? So if you want to do Instagram, then you be the Instagram guy or girl. And for that, same thing goes for all those other marketing strategies. So I'm going to share my screen real quickly and show you basically the system that Dave and I are using to make money, so a pretty decent living online. Okay, now I make between, roughly I like to say 5,000 to 9,000. I've made a $10,000 month, but that's not every month. Okay, but I just want to show you some of my earnings with the system. Okay, and this is the IPAS2 marketing system. This is the training. This is the system that is going to teach you online marketing. Okay, this is the system that is going to teach you real world online marketing skills at the same time giving you the ability to resell our marketing training, because we sell online marketing training, real world online marketing training. Okay, so as you see here today, and now results not typical. Just because I'm making this does not mean that you're gonna make the same amount of money. It's all based off of your work ethic and what you're willing to do. Okay, so that's just an income disclaimer there really quickly. But you can see the earnings from today, the earnings from yesterday, last week, last month, last year, and this is starting to grow exponentially, over time for me. Okay, so as time starts to go on, I'm starting to earn, more and more and more. But this is a pretty good income, guys. I mean, this is one of my income streams. I do have another income stream, and I'm starting to create my own products and launch my own stuff. But as far as affiliate marketing, I'm an affiliate for IPAS. Okay, I don't own IPAS. I didn't create IPAS. I'm just an affiliate for IPAS. Okay, and make anywhere between $5,000 to $9,000 a month. Like last month is $5,763. Okay, like I said, results not typical. And I can show you, the residual income here. And like I said, Dave is making way more residual income than I am. Right here, you can see my residual income, and Dave is making, $5,200 residual income per month. That's more than me, and I signed up Dave. Okay, so this is a system where people below you can definitely make more money than you if they're outworking you. And I can tell you that Dave has outworked me as far as blogging and doing videos and things like that. And Dave is getting rewarded for that, for his efforts. Okay, so the products. Okay, that was a little bit about the earning potential. Okay, that was a little bit about the earning potential. But let's just take a really quick dive into the products. Okay, that you're going to be able to have access to with the system. First of all, they walk you through how the system works. Okay, driving people to your website, launching your business, creating your daily plan, online marketing basics, Facebook marketing mastery. Okay, email marketing mastery, blogging mastery. Okay, so this is the basic training that you're going to be able to get with the system. And once you learn this stuff, guys, literally once you learn this stuff, you can apply this to anything. Okay, there's companies out there that will literally pay you probably $50,000 to $100,000 a year if you're good enough at this stuff. I'm not saying that if you just learn this and next week you're going to get a job for $50,000 or $100,000 a year. But if you get good at this, you apply this in your own life and you make money with this, and you can prove that you know what you're doing through the marketing strategies that you learn here. I mean, there's marketing companies that will hire you to do this stuff. Okay, so this is not just training. People ask me, what do we sell? What are we selling? Are we just selling a system just to sell a membership? No, this stuff you can go to college for. Universities are training for this stuff. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get with the system. Now, what I want to show you, okay, what I want to show you right now is what I'm gonna do. Okay, and this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna set the timer here for let's do 15 minutes. Okay. Now, if you're on this, there's 15 minutes, and what you're gonna get. Actually, let me pause this. Actually, let me pause this really quickly. So what I'm gonna offer you tonight. Okay. While you're live on this Hangout, what I'm gonna do is it's $7, guys, $7 to get started with this system to see if this is for you or not, because we don't want unhappy money. Okay, I don't want to have unhappy people in my business that this is not for. Okay, so you can literally test drive this entire system for $7, and if you decide to get started tonight in my business or in Dave's, but not just in my business, it doesn't matter how you got to this webinar. If Dave invited you to this webinar, if my dad invited you to this webinar, if you came to this webinar through me, or if someone invited you to this webinar, it doesn't matter whose business you join on. If you just joined tonight live on this Hangout, I have a special training lined up for you. Okay, there's a link below the live video right now. It says click here to get your bonus. If you click on that link right now, you're not going to be able to access the training because there's going to be a password. Okay, but if you decide to get started through clicking the orange button to the right, it says the freedom button. If you click on that and get started with the IPAS system tonight for $7, I'm also going to give you this free training bonus. I'm going to give you the password to this. And what this is I've added an additional video here that's over 20 minutes long, talking and walking you through very specifics on YouTube marketing. Okay, I have an online business basics. I have Facebook marketing. I'm going to teach you the basics on Facebook. I have YouTube marketing, and then I just added another video in here, YouTube marketing part 2, understanding keywords. Okay, and this is a video that's over 20 minutes long, walking you through, in my opinion, one of the most important things that you need to know when doing online marketing with YouTube, and that's understanding keywords. Okay, I have Instagram training, I have Craigslist traffic training here, and you also calendly.com/Ryan. Let me make sure that I got this. .com/Ryan. Also what I'm going to do is, on top of giving you that free training, you can also get a free coaching call with a 30-minute coaching strategy with myself. Okay, so that's what you're going to get if you get started and click the orange button right here. It says the freedom button. If you go ahead and click that right now, you go ahead and get started. Then I'm going to give you free access to this traffic training right here, along with that new YouTube training video. And you're going to get a free 30-minute coaching strategy with myself, where I'm going to tailor your to kickstart you in your business. So once you get started, I'm going to help map out a plan tailored to you. Okay, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? You know, are you going to be better with YouTube? Are you going to be better with Facebook? Or are you going to be better with Instagram? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you, figure out what your strengths, what your weaknesses are, and maybe recommend to you what would be a best marketing strategy for you once we talk one-on-one on the phone. Okay, so that's what I'm going to give you. And also, I believe Dave has a free training for you as well. Dave has a training just for his members that get started in his business. So I'm going to give you my traffic training, my Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube traffic training. I'm going to give you a 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with myself, and Dave is going to give you access to his online marketing training. If you guys decide to get started on our IPAS business right now, but this is only going to be good for the next 15 minutes. Okay, so as this timer is going, if you decide to get started and click the orange button, then you are going to get all of the bonuses that I just laid out right there. Okay, so that's what you're going to want to make sure. If you're not already in our IPAS team, then you're going to want to lock in your spot in the next 15 minutes, because this is a fact. I like action takers. And if you're not already started, then you want to take action right now and just make a decision to buy and get started. Okay. So that's what I have for you. All right. So Dave, I don't know if you got anything else, man, here while this timer goes, and if anybody has any questions, then yeah. I don't know if you're there, Dave.
Yeah, I'm here.
So I just had the timer going. I don't know if you caught that, but if new people decide to get started here in the next 15 minutes, well, 13 minutes now, 14 minutes, then they can get. Do you have that training? What's that training? Don't say it out loud right now, but
yeah, don't worry. If people get on there and start with the actual system, what I'll do is I'll actually send you the link and you can send it to them.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't actually. I think a lot of people think online marketing is like super difficult, but in actuality, if you just follow the training that's set out for you in the actual system that we're using, it really isn't that difficult. The only thing is you have to. A lot of people have blockages in their head about the fact that they think they know stuff. So very often you might think you know everything there is to know about Facebook, but if you actually get into the actual training itself, you'll learn stuff. It's like, I don't know if you've ever done this before, Ryan. Like you get yourself a phone, and it comes in a package, And because us guys, we don't tend to read instructions. We like to work out stuff on our own. And I do remember, I don't know how long ago it was, but I had like a certain model of phone, and I had the manual in front of me, and I decided, oh, let me just read this thing, So I started to read through the actual manual, and I couldn't believe how much stuff I actually missed of little things I didn't know about the phone, because I actually took the time to go through the training, And very often we think we know everything there is to know about a certain subject. And because of that, we kind of tend to block out everything. So if we see something about learning how to actually market on Facebook, we might just skim over a lot of stuff because we just want to get to the juicy bits. But it's really about taking the time to go through each point individually, I think,
Yeah, dude. That's the thing. Is you really need to understand like what here. It's like I'm trying to get this to where this clock is showing up here. Hold on a second. I was trying to I'll expound upon that in just a second. All right, cool. I think that was, it's like taking up the whole screen now. Ah, crap. Hold up. I want to make sure that people see this because I don't want anyone to miss out on this. All right, just a second here, Dave. I want to expound upon that here. All right, start screen share. All right, cool. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that, like I just said, I mean, a lot of people skim over the training, because they think that they need to know kind of everything. So I want to skim a little bit of this, and I want to skim a little bit of that, and you need to commit to like one thing. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. And once you master that one thing, then you can go into other avenues. But you need to really, because the thing is if you master one thing, I mean, that's when you become a master or a guru at one marketing strategy, that's when people will invite you to speak at events and stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I know people personally, Nick Unsworth from Life on Fire. I've actually had an opportunity to have a coaching session with him, and he charges like $10,000 per day. So Jeez. But I've had a chance to talk with Nick Unsworth, and that's what he told me. He was like, Ryan, man, he was like, you need to master one thing, dude. He was like, if YouTube is your thing, man, he's like, do YouTube and own this. I mean, this is literal actual value that a dude that charges people $10,000, for 4 hours, I believe it is. And that's what he told me when I mentored, when I mentored with him. He said to master one thing. And I'm telling you guys that right now is that if you get good at one thing, you will be the guru at that. So, like I said, you guys are looking at the time right now. If you're not already started in the IPAS system, then I'll give you all the traffic training bonuses that I just mentioned there. Okay, I'm going to give you my free. I'm going to give you my Facebook, and like I said, I just added an additional. YouTube marketing training in that free bonus that I'm going to give you. Okay, but you can only get this free bonus, like I said, if you get started within the time that's left here. And if you have questions, please post. I don't know if anybody has any specific questions, but please post your questions below in the comments right now. If you do have any specific questions for myself, or if you have any questions for Dave, I want to answer your questions. So please let us know. So I don't know if you have, Dave, dude, you're just like literally killing it, man. I just want to give you props, man, because I was just seeing where you've literally come over the last year, dude, and your incomes went from $2,000 to like $5,000 in like overnight.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Insane, man.
It's crazy. I'm pinching myself right now. It's quite interesting. I don't know if I'm having a webinar next. Well, this coming Monday.
Oh yeah.
Don't know if you want me to chat
about
it. But
talk about your webinar coming up. Dave has a webinar coming up. And
man. Hey guys, if you guys have been following my training on the YouTube product reviews, I've actually discovered something quite amazing. And for those of you who are into the product review system, sometimes, you know, it happens to every single one of us, and it's just part of the process. Sometimes you might get a video that gets flagged or something, and it does happen. It's going to happen. You can't really avoid it. But I've actually found a formula where you can actually do a product review with the video, and you will not get flagged. There is no way that can flag you. So if you guys are interested in knowing all about that, I've got a webinar happening this Monday. I'm going to put some stuff together. I'm going to talk more about that. But this is kind of like a foolproof method to not getting flagged. And I'll give you a little hint that has something to do with. Hey? Sorry.
No, I was saying it's a free training that you've got coming up, your webinar.
Yeah. It's a free training on how to actually do a review, and you can also make it so that you're not going to get flagged, which is because I've recently had a little bit of trouble with that, and I know some other people have too. So I've been trying to work out a method that you can actually do this where you will not get flagged. And you know, I'm very excited about it. I haven't perfected it yet, but I'm going to be working on it more. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'll be talking more about that this coming Monday. So if you guys want to learn about that, you know, just keep your, I suppose, if you want to know about it, you can go to my Facebook page. I'll have it there. And yeah, if you would like to know how to contact me, you can contact me on Dave@DEV, as in development, digit 4, letter U, .co.za.
If you want to type that in the comments, your contact info.
Sure.
I do want to point out Kara Lee, dude. Kara Lee right now, she just posted in the comments, dude. She's making $925 per month in residual freaking income, dude. How cool is that, Kara? I want to just like, you know, I want to just say how awesome you are. She says, "Hey, Ryan and Dave, I'm right behind you. $925 a month in residual income now, all with the IPAS2 system." So, guys, there you have it. I mean, if you're on this Hangout right now, if you are currently on our team, if you're watching this, definitely post some of your incomes below. You know what you're making, you know, right now, or what you've made with the system. And then yeah, let's go ahead and let me share my screen really quickly here. Can you see the timer when I have this up here, Dave? Can you let me know if you see
I can right now.
Is it over top of the Hangout page, like over top of your head?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, as you see the time there's a lot less than 5 minutes left. If you are on this Hangout right now and you're not already currently in the IPAS system, I definitely just want to encourage you to get started. Like I said, it's $7. Click the orange button. You see the orange, it says freedom button. Go ahead and click on the freedom button right there. And then you're gonna go to another page where I'm gonna have some testimonials. I have a quick video. You don't have to watch that quick video. You know, you can just pause that video, and then you're gonna go to another video, and then you're gonna be able to get started with the system. So with that said, you're just gonna wanna go ahead and get started on our team. And I wanna congratulate anybody that's already got started, that's already currently in the business. You know, congratulations. My income is skyrocketed since they supercharged IPAS2. So yeah, IPAS2 is definitely supercharged right now with the stuff that they've added. They've added, you know, just a completely new sales funnel, and they're you know, it's just awesome what they're doing. So for those of you, like I said, that
get all in if you can.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you can, I mean, that's obviously the goal. You know, going all in will allow you to make up to $3,000 commissions reselling the training that we provide. All right, so which is insane. And it's kind of like, it's almost like if you go to college, it's like okay, let me go to college for digital marketing, but college doesn't allow you to earn $10,000 or $3,000 commissions from their training, do they? You know, it's kind of, wouldn't that be funny if you went to like a university and they're like, oh yeah, well, we'll teach you digital marketing, and you know, we're going to allow you to earn $3,000 commissions as you learn college. Like, no way. That money goes to the dean of the college in the state and stuff, like, or wherever money goes to in college.
Funny you should mention that. I think we spoke about this before the actual hangout, but a lot of people, or at least, you know, with me, because when I learn something, I just want to tell everybody. And unfortunately, when I got started with the system and I just told all my friends and family about it, the first thing they asked me is, okay, what is it? You know, what is the whole system about? And if I can just give you this one piece of advice, do not try and explain the business to a person if you're not fully aware of what's going on. Okay. And the reason I say that is not so that you're being underhanded or anything. You want to give people the full experience. And so if you're just sitting there trying to explain the business, especially when you've got people, I mean, I called a buddy of mine up a while ago, and all I was doing, he wanted to know what I was up to. So I was trying to explain what I was in, and the first thing they said to me was, please don't talk to me about your business. I'm not interested, because people have a misconception about what you do. You know, they don't want to be associated with that guy. You know, we have a lady that's in like a similar to like Amway and that, but it's in this country, and it's very good, but she's always pitching and always, you know, like, how's it going with you? You know, and what I want you to do is pat yourself on the back. And, you know, you're a good person. And, you know, all of the stuff. And you know it's leading up to something. You know it's leading up to that. Why don't you come to a meeting? You know, come to a meeting.
She's trying to, like, pat you up and get you all, like, buttered up to come hang out and cook you brownies and make you lemonade so you can listen to her sales pitch. Right?
I actually don't. If people ask me what I do, I don't tell them. That's just, and I've learned this because it actually makes them more anxious about what I do. So I just say, look, you know, if you want to find out what I do, just look at my name on Google, or, you know, just send me an email and I'll give you some information. But that actually makes people more interested in what you're doing in the first place. I posted my income result on my private Facebook page, the one that I have all my friends with, my original Facebook page, and I'm suddenly getting people are saying, what are you doing? What the heck are you doing? And I'm like, oh, no. They think, are you trading? Are you trading stocks? And I'm like, no. So what are you doing? Explain. And I'm not saying anything, because if they want to know, they can search online for me. You know?
Yeah.
It actually makes the whole anticipation of it much better.
Yeah, dude, I think it's crazy, like how things change, kind of like when you're in this business, how, like, I get, like, sought out by, like, you know, different people that, like, after people I used to, like, chase after to get joined in my other business. They're like, what are you doing now? You know, it's like, but anyway, so it's cool. So anyways, the timer ran out. So if you did get started while the timer was going, awesome. You know, if not, then I'm sure next week we'll offer something that might be a little bit different. I don't know though. You know, I may change up the way that I'm doing these hangouts. I want to start doing some, you know, specific training for my team, people that are actually in my business, and stuff like that. So, you know, me and Dave are going to be communicating back and forth how we're going to be doing this. But Dave is doing a very specific training. What do you say was it on Monday?
Yeah, Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Monday, Dave is doing a training. So definitely hit Dave up on Facebook. And if you already got started tonight, like if you got started tonight while that timer was running, and you did not get your free training bonus of the Facebook and YouTube and all that kind of stuff, get a hold of me on Facebook. Okay, just search Ryan James Maynard. Just go to Facebook, type in Ryan James Maynard, and say, hey, please give me the, you know, give me the password and login for the training. And also I did change the password. So if you joined the business like previously and you can't get into that free training, definitely get a hold of me on Facebook as well. And I'll give you the new password for that. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that so you can get into there. So with that said, like I said, if you are specifically on my team, I would know if you've joined. But if you're on, like, say, Dave's team or on my dad's team or somebody else on here who invited you, then I'll give you that free training. All you have to do is just email me your like receipt from IPAS. Just email me your receipt from IPAS, and I will give you your login for that training and stuff, and then I'll give you a coaching call as well. So
hey Ryan, I just got a question for somebody. Somebody might be wondering why can't you give the training without? People are probably wondering why can't you give the training without being a part of IPAS?
Well, why can't I give the training? Because it's specifically for my members, and I like rewarding people who take action. So that's what I like to do. And I did give it away on previous webinars. I did give some free training away just for people that were on the webinar. But that's the benefit of being on a webinar while it's live, I guess. There was a period in time that I did give away free training without having to actually be in the business. But now, more and more people are joining my business. So I want those people to get the training to be able to apply that training. And who knows, I may give something, away. I do something a little bit different on the webinars each time. So that's the benefit of you joining the webinar while it's live. Yeah, you can catch the replay. But if you ask me like, oh, well, I just like to do stuff while the webinar is live. So, okay, we'll be there Monday night. Ryan, please type the meeting time in here. Dave, do you want to type the meeting time in real quickly in the comments? Let people know. Keep on keeping on. Doing illegal activity. All right, cool. All right, so Dave is going to put the time in that his webinar is going to start. And yeah, so with that said, yeah, that's all I got, guys. So I'm going to see you in next week's hangout. And adios. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, always, man. Thanks for having me on, Ron.
Yes, sir.